Hi crafty friends, today I'm sharing my assembly process for the tree advent calendar made using a download from Joe Digital Crafts and Etsy shop. I will place a link in the to that shop below. There are a lot of fun digital crafts to be made using your Cameo or your Cricut machine, and they're very reasonably priced too, so that's a good thing. I'm using a Cricut machine and Design Space to upload my files, and then I like to cut all my little elements first. So I've done that before I cut like the bigger pieces like the box. The great thing about this file, there's only a few files. There's like 4 files to upload, which I love. There were a few edits required. I did have to make sure I attached the score lines to the box assemblies before cutting, just so you can make sure you get the, you'll be able to fold it. What I do love about the score lines in this file as well is that they're actually little mini cuts. So it's more like a perforation, which makes it very easy to fold. Fair warning, it can take a long time for these boxes to cut out. So it took about 3 minutes per box. So while they were cutting, I was folding and folding and gluing the boxes together because you do have to do this 24 times. So just while they're cutting, I'm folding and gluing. I did choose for my box or the base of the tree to use a thicker paper, which is like 110 pounds, I believe, which made this process a little bit more difficult and time consuming for me as well, because the paper was just harder to fold. But I wanted the tree to last. I wanted this to be something that I could pull out next year as well and add to my collection of paper advent calendars. The files, again, like I said, it's just 4 of them, very easy to use. She's done a really good job in grouping all of the elements together, so you don't have to do a lot of moving around or measuring. And so now let's begin with the drawer assembly process. So again, these drawers take a while to cut due to the perforation of the score lines, about 3 minutes. So while that was happening, I'm assembling the drawers. The drawers themselves, they have these cute little covers that go on the top for the numbers. You can either use the actual numbers that that cut out from those spaces. I chose to use the cover with the negative. So like I said, you can either use the actual number that cuts out, or you could use the negative, which I thought was just, which made it a little easier for me. And cutting all of the elements first is actually a really good idea. So that way I could have complete drawers as I was going through this assembly process. All right. So now we're just going to get this together. And I did not use the 110 pound paper to glue this together. This is just regular 65 pound cardstock, so it was a lot faster to fold. I was actually waiting on my Cricut machine to finish cutting before I could assemble, any more drawers together. But it was a very easy process, and you're going to do this 24 times as well. So if there's anything I would just really warn you about is that it's going to be time consuming, but very easy. It was actually kind of therapeutic because I'm just sitting there watching TV, listening to some music at one point in time, and assembling boxes. Really easy. And that's like I said, that's one of the few things I do like about this process here. So I lost my bone folder, finally found it. Here we go. So this is what I'm using to make sure that I secure those flaps in the boxes really well, because you don't want it coming up. That's another recommendation as well. I would, if you have time, maybe use tape instead of like a peel and stick tape rather than a glue runner. I did have to go through about 3 glue runners to get this done. So you're gonna print, cut, fold, and glue 48 boxes and 48 drawers, and then using the wonderful instructions that are in Word format to assemble the boxes, you're just simply going to glue these boxes together. I mean, nothing fancy. Again, if you have time and if you have it available, I would recommend using tape Peel and stick tape. It's just stronger, or just a stronger adhesive. If you have time to use even liquid glue, may even be better, because you're just going to try to push these together. So sorry you can't see what I'm doing here. It's a little off camera, but I'm just basically gluing the sides of the boxes together. And again, Joe Digital Crafts provides these wonderful instructions so that you can telling you exactly how to assemble the boxes. In total, it takes about 6 hours to complete this project, and that includes the actual cutting of the boxes, of the drawers, assembling the ornament trim around, on the drawer covers, all of that. So I would definitely prepare some time for it. If you're looking for a day project or a weekend project and you want to do it in blocks of hours, I would definitely just sit down, plan it out, quick and easy, not hard to do at all. The actual assembling portion of it. So again, just sticking these boxes together, nothing hard, nothing fancy. Only recommendation, just make sure you use a little stronger glue than probably what I used. All right, so once we get all of these glued together, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and line mine out so that I can, using the instructions that were provided, go ahead and get my numbers organized, because they don't print in a numerical order. So that is something else to be aware of. So you might get 22 and then it'll be 8 and then 4, but you just want to make sure that, so it was just easier for me to just pull the boxes from the stack, go ahead and get them put together as they're going to be displayed on the tree. And that way I wouldn't mix myself up and, have 14 before 4. All right, so got everything organized. Now it's just time to do some more gluing. Like I said, I went through about 3 tape runners gluing this project together. I wanted to make sure that it was really gonna stick and be stuck. So I glued on the creases in between the boxes. So where the boxes meet, I'm putting glue there. I'm putting glue on the tops and bottoms of the boxes that meet together, because I really want it to stick. I'm even going to make sure that once I do get it together, I'm going to stick my finger in the little drawer and make sure I press the boxes together, because this is paper. So you do want to make sure that it's adhered as best as you can. Otherwise, you don't want it falling apart on you as soon as you get it done, because it is work. Like I said, so it's not hard work, but it is work. Okay, so see if that's nice and stuck, and we'll just continue with this building process. And in about 10 minutes or so, gonna have a tree. There we go. So it's all put together. I had an extra box, so I just cut out one of my little gnome elements that I had and just stuck it on there. I'll probably put little extra pieces of candy, but you can see the drawers come out really nicely. You can stick like little peppermints in there, Hershey Kisses, dollar bills. That's my favorite thing to do, is actually give money in the advent calendars. Again, this is from Joe Digital Crafts, an Etsy shop, and I'll provide a link. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great Christmas. Bye-bye.